What is going on? I'm zmoT. Sorry, I'm a little bit late on the Warships War Factory video of the day. There was a bunch of maintenance and stuff, and then I got into Warships and I forgot what I was doing. We're going to start out with the Warships replay. Just had one of my funner hits. Let's have a look here. So taking on a 7-engine room base, and finally at the level where I get to do some smokey attacks, some smokey hooka action, flaring all the way to the very back. Let's slow this down just a bit. You see the flare's about to expire. Smoke is about to expire. Living on the edge, as Aerosmith's once put it so well. And then just using taunt, keeping the shock launcher shocked, and then just tearing through this base. This is called corner anchor, and got finally getting it down, finally getting to the point where I can start to do these sorts of attacks, having fun with warships. I was plagued by the warships timer chest bug where I'd never get a chest forever, so it's nice to finally have a warship with a bunch of engine rooms. Now I know there's been a bunch of bugs. Gonna switch accounts here. I'll be back in just 1 second and then we'll talk about that and do War Factory. Okay, so there were a bunch of bugs where low-level players like HQ10 were getting level 60 NPCs, which was awful and disheartening, and I think it's fixed now. I'm 99% sure it's fixed. They had 2 maintenance breaks today. They are working their tails off. They had a maintenance break at 10 p.m. their time last night, so I know a lot of people are giving them a lot of grief, and I understand, but I'm impressed at how hard they've been working at this. Yes, they're digging, they're trying to, whoa, look at this. This is, I've never seen so much free GBE on War Factory, I don't think. I've also never seen so many lasers. This is a strange War Factory. This, I don't know if this is a new layout or what, but if you're a max level player, please use your Grenadier damage tribe, throw in 2 boats of medics, and just go ham on this. These low-level lasers will not be a problem. These level 2 lasers might be an issue, but over on this left-hand side, please, especially if you have instant training, throw I'll do that afterwards, but for now, we need to get rid of these shields. The shields have over 100,000 health. That's going to be approximately 3 attacks for me. So that's going to be a big deal. We're going to try to hit core right from where this boom cannon is, I think. There's going to be 1 shock here, 1 shock here, 3, 4, 5 shock. 4 shocks is doable. We can definitely do 4 shocks. I don't think this is going to be a War Factory that those of you who enjoy using tanks, enjoy using Scorchers, enjoy using Grenadiers are going to excel at. Anyone using squishy troops like zookas is going to have a hard time, I gotta say. There's just so many lasers, and the number one bit of feedback I get from players is that you do not like lasers, and you do not do well with lasers. So I'm going to wish you good luck. This is one where you're just going to have to grind it out. Maybe you ignore the core and just try to get a certain number of rewards or something like that. We're going to get rid of this rocket launcher. Why that rocket launcher, you're asking? My thinking is that rocket launcher will save us a shock. Just by getting rid of that 1 rocket launcher, we shouldn't have to deal with that 1 shock, so that's going to cut us down to about 4 shocks for our core hit, but we're still going to have a hard time. So we're going to have to use all sorts of GBE on these shields. Maybe you want to send your troops back there. I'm not going to do this in this instant, just because anytime there's this many lasers, most of you say nope and just nope on out. Now, we're going to drop some troops over here because there is a fair amount of free GBE over here as long as we're super careful about the range of those lasers. I'm going to guess the range of that level 2 laser goes right to where those factory supplies is or so. Going to hit retreat once. We're going to get 1 extra artillery and then I'm going to retreat. Just trying to maximize our GBE usage. As you saw there, it was 13 GBE for an artillery, so getting another 5 boxes, it's just not worth it. So 1 attack down. Let's see how beefy these shields are looking. So we've got about somewhere about half of the shields, which is better than I expected, to be completely honest. So my next hit here, I'm going to get rid of that boom cannon that's sitting right next to the core, because I want to hit the core right from where it is. I'm going to push the button, flare that boom cannon. And then, as you saw last time, Everspark basically died instantly because I lost the delay on those lasers. So we're going to keep the delay and hopefully get rid of that boom cannon. And then we'll farm some more GBE on the right, even though I completely forgot to check the range of the lasers one more time. I'll do that in a second. But for now, we're going to drop all sorts of barrages and artilleries on these shields and hope to get them down. And for those of you who are about to ask me what level my artillery and barrage are, please do check the description. I always make sure that it's included in the description. And if I forgot for some reason, please publicly shame me. We're also going to drop... I'm just going to pick up these ones. I don't want to get more than these 3 or 4 just to keep... Uh-oh. Yep, did not check the range. I told you I didn't check the range, didn't I? So hopefully we can get... Nope, we did not. So we're going to have to drop one more boat over here just to get that extra 3 GBE that we need to get... Oh, no! Okay, so we're going to have to adjust here. Unless that one... Nope. This is why we have 7 boats of zookas, I suppose. Oh, man, there's just no room over there. We're going to try to find a spot. That's all I can hope for at this point. I need 2 more GBE and hope... Oh, I don't think we're going to get it, to be honest. It looks like we are not going to find that sweet spot. I'd really like... Oh, there we go. Perfect. So, managed to pick up some GBE just to get an extra artillery in. Anyone under HQ18 is probably going to struggle with this one. There is a lot of GBE required. I mean, you could even send warriors back there. That might be an idea. Send warriors back there, get those shields, and hope for the best. Because if you get those shields, things are a little bit easier. But it's still definitely not a gimme. So what else can we do to make things somewhat easier? I'm probably going to get rid of that. Let's get rid of that one mortar. My reason being that that mortar is probably going to range the kill zone that we want to use. So we're just going to throw one more smoke into play and get rid of that mortar. This is going to be a tough core hit. I wish you guys all the best. Please let me know if you do it another way. I really am thinking Grenadiers is going to be a great strategy, but on this account I only have level 1 or 2 or 3 Grenadiers, something like that. Very low levels, so they just don't have enough health to get hit by a number of lasers. So we're going to try it on my higher level account, and hopefully, there we go, all the shields are down. That should make things a little bit easier. We're going to clear some mines, and next we're going to have a very tricky core hit. So wish me and us luck. This is going to be a very tough war factory for a lot of people. I mean, people complain or have problems with one laser, and now we're throwing in, what's that, 5? Anyways, 1 laser for every bug that was patched in the last update. Lots and lots of bugs patched. There have been some new bugs and some old bugs that have reared their ugly heads, but like I said, I'm trying. Rick is, you can tell by Rick that he's working his tail off. He's getting home at like 10 o'clock at night, and he's grinding. He's grinding, and that's all I can really ask for. I mean, sure, the code, hopefully they get better issue tracking and their code gets cleaned up and all that sort of stuff. But the beauty of this stuff is that it is only Season 1. This is only Season 1. I mean, if this were to all happen in Season 2 or 3, it might be a bigger deal. But I'm taking solace, yes, solace, in the fact that it is only Season 1. So, whatevs. Not a big deal. We're going to flare the core here. I'm going to shock 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think I missed that last shock. No, I didn't have enough GBE. Awesome. So, yep, this is definitely going to be a problem. I did not have enough GBE for that last shock. So we got absolutely pummeled. But we did do some damage thanks to that 40% speed boost on the zookas. Getting a whole bunch of volleys in. We're looking at a fail, folks. Looking at a fail. I would like to go back and see how much GBE I had left, but sadly I can't do that. So, gonna try our best to save a little bit of GBE somewhere. I don't really know where we can do that, to be completely honest, but we're going to try our best and hopefully take this down. We'll find out here in just 1 second. Same spot, maybe tighter shocks, tighter smokes I should say, tighter smokes. I'm going to use 1 smoke instead of 2 there. Now we have enough GBE for 4 shocks, so things are looking slightly better than last time, just based on 1, 2, 3, and oh, I missed that shock I think. Yeah, I did. That one laser is going to wreck me, but we might be able to get this down. Look at this. Nope, didn't get it. Very, very close. Just missed that 4 wide shock, and that laser right there at the corner got us. So, not ideal, not great. At least my War Factory Warships hit was decent. Yeah. A lot of people grumpy about warships, but I'm the exact opposite. I'll be right back. We're going to do we'll do a high level account, and then we'll call it a day. Back in a second. Like I was saying, this is the happiest I've been with warships since it's come out, because I just was not getting any chests and it was incredibly frustrating. So I'm finally at the point where I can get some chests, play some warships, and progress. I've been stuck at level 20 forever, so getting above 20 has been nice. I've lost a lot of matches just trying to grind for chests, and as you can see here, the chest timers are finally working for me, getting chests whenever I have time to play them. Not on this account anymore. That was just my wasting time account. Let's get back and have a look at this War Factory and see if the Grand Medic is actually going to work or not. We're going to drop right over here, and then we're just going to see how this works. Hopefully we're just going to be able to walk through all of this, but perhaps you want to add some tanks to this. There's only 1 boom cannon on this entire right-hand side, so maybe you want to use G or Granks or whatever you want to call it. We will soon find out. This is probably going to be a very, very good one to just save the core on, because we should be able to just walk through this entire process. I'm going to get my troops over into here. Now, just a reminder that lasers do lock onto troops. You'll notice that all of them will keep shooting bullet as long as bullet sits inside their range, and they'll ignore things like critters. I need to move away from that factory supply, or we're going to have a really, really bad time. And then get bullet back out front so that those side lasers are shooting through bullet as opposed to through our troops, which we really, really don't want. Gonna keep those level 2 lasers shocked just for now. So far we've lost 1 Grenadier, which was probably when they played past the hot potato right on top of that factory supply. Our GBE is just going through the roof, and I have not, by the way, boosted the Grenadier tribe. I'm pretty sure there is a Grenadier tribe, but I have not boosted anything yet. So now we're just going to throw all sorts of GBE on, I don't even know what we're going to throw it on. Maybe that boom cannon? Look at this. Like, our Grenadiers are just walking through here. So anyone like the Daemons of the world who have crab accounts can probably solo this using nothing but Grenadiers. And like, we're just going to walk all the way through this and have 0 difficulties whatsoever. So very, very hard War Factory for the low levels, but very fun, fairly easy War Factory for the high levels. So please do let me know in the comments if you enjoy this or not. Personally, I really, really enjoy it when they throw hard War Factories at us. I don't really care about the rewards, so maybe if you're a low level, you would hate the strong ones because the rewards are going to be not nearly as good because you're going to fail. But for me, I'm all about the challenge and the differences. I don't remember ever seeing this layout before. If you remember seeing it, please do let me know. I don't even know if I should finish this or not, because this is going to be just us clearing the core for 4 minutes per attack. You know what? We'll finish up here. We might as well. We're already into it for 15 minutes for this video, so we'll just carry on and hopefully get this rockin' and rollin'. Come on, here we go. Let's go. I'm just going to use all of my GBE on the extra lasers just because I'm just getting bored of watching all of this. Let's retreat. Let's retreat. Bullet's dead. We're going to retreat just as we get into those cannons and snipers and things. So I think we lost like 1 medic and 2 grenadiers maybe, and we cleared 63 gears. So please do try using grenadiers and medics and bullet and energy drink. I think you'll enjoy it. And anytime you can use that combo on War Factory, for me, I love it. So maybe you guys disagree, don't know. Just gonna keep walking forward. Now, I probably should have used all of my GBE on these left-hand side shock blasters, but instead we're just gonna clear these lasers and then we'll swing around to the right and we should be okay. Now, all I'm gonna hope to do is lock Bullet in position by the core and then move the grenadiers out of the way. The other thing I could have been doing here is throwing all of my GBE at the shields behind the core, but yeah, if you're in a hurry or you don't want to waste troops or whatever it might be, that's probably your best bet. Get rid of the shields behind the core, or you can just close the game once you get everything into place. We're going to clear some of these sniper towers. Sniper towers and bullet, not typically a great combo, so once we get rid of some of those, we will clear on to the right-hand side as I realize that I'm zooming in and out way too much. Let's go like so, laser down, get bullet out of the shock blaster range. Uh-oh, connection lost. I've had that happen a couple times today, and my internet is it's never happened before. And so I'm wondering if that has to do with the maintenance they've been running. I mean, I have perfect 4G signal here, and I've never had a problem with it. So hopefully it's not related to the maintenance that happened today. If you guys have seen this happen today for the first time or something like that, please do let me know. But I kind of assume it just happens to be my internet connection and nothing else. Really, really hope that's the case anyways. Let's try that 4-wide shock again. Missed it yet again. Try it for the next time. There we go. So 1 out of 3 is not super fantastic, but at least we finally got the 4 across shock. Now, all of the lasers, are going to go right through. These ones on the left here are probably the ones we need to shock, because they're going to go right through bullet. But you'll notice we still haven't lost any grenadiers, and I only have 30% troop health. So 30% troop health, doing some wonderful, wonderful things, and bullet keeping alive out front, and grenadiers, and grenadiers, and grenadiers. Really too bad we lost that last attack, but oh well. Let's get one more shock out here, and then we'll throw some GBE on these back lasers, just trying to reduce the number of lasers that are going to shoot through bullet and hit the grenadiers. Really don't want to lose our troops. There we go. Not even making a dent. They're all sitting in the green, even as those lasers shoot them in the face. So low-level lasers, not a big deal. Give it a shot. Let me know which, or maybe you want to add some tanks in there for some extra oomph. Don't really think tanks are all that required, but maybe you prefer tanks and grenadiers. I just prefer grenadiers. Anytime you can use grenadiers on War Factory, count me in. Bullets health, standing strong. Medics health, doing pretty well. Those medics are in a little bit of difficulty because they're too busy healing the grenadiers. Might lose a couple medics here. Probably should have barded the shield gens. I mean, we're just going to sit here for the next 2 minutes. Would be kind of nice if we could lose connection right now, actually, because that way the rest of the attack would be simulated. But instead, we're just going to sit here and wait. There goes that last laser. You know what? Let's go like this. I'm going to come over to here, and we're going to walk back. Rather than trying to hit the core, let's go try and get those shields. Hopefully that will speed things up for us just a little bit, because if we can get rid of those shields, we don't have to sit here and watch for a minute and a half as the grenadiers try to hit the core. So you'll notice bullet is closer to those lasers, but the lasers are already locked onto the grenadiers. So laser lock is something that you can use to your advantage. It's also something that can be quite frustrating. So Either way, I really do like the fact that lasers lock. It does some great things on bases like Cooker or Green Court and all that sort of stuff, but it can be frustrating when you don't understand what's going on, because lasers, rocket launchers also lock sometimes, but the general consensus is that's more of a bug than a behavior. Let's get rid of these shields as we lose all of our grenadiers. Obviously, if I cared about troops, I would have retreated by now, but not all that critical because we do have instant training on 3 of my accounts. Yes, I am that invested that I have it on 3 accounts. Do not recommend, but man, it's so much better. Highly do recommend it from that standpoint, but let's go. Come on, grenadiers. Really hoping to get those last shields down, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it. Just one dude throwing his... I just need 3 more GBE or 1 more shot on that right shield would do it. Come on. Just so frustrating watching them miss and miss and miss, and we're going to run out of time here. Look at that. He didn't hit once. War Factory in 22 minutes so far. Let's just finish this thing off. My apologies. Thank you for your patience, those of you who've watched all the way to the end. Assuming someone did. If you watched all the way to the end, maybe put an emoji of a chart up, the chart up emoji in the comments. I'll just say it that once just in case someone out there catches it. It always amazes me. There's always someone who catches something from the very end of the video in the first 3 minutes of the video being posted. I don't know if some of you fast forward ahead or you watch it on 10 times mode. I watch most Boom Beach videos on 2 times mode. I find that it really does make things, or at least 1.5 times mode. So especially right now, please watch on... I actually prefer people's voices on 1.5 times mode as well. I also use an app called Overcast to listen to podcasts, which actually does adaptive speed increases, which I really like. But I don't get any money if you subscribe to their premium features or something like that. So just me plugging an app that I like. There's War Factory. All done. Warships. Most of the bugs fixed. Some new bugs brought back or old bugs brought back. But overall, things trending in the right direction. As always, I'm zmoT. Thanks for coming in. Peace.